For today's tech demo, I chose Google Classroom as my choice of technology for Mr. Washington's case study. So Google Classroom has a lot of really cool tools that can save time for teachers. So Google Classroom allows teachers to connect to other tools easily, allows students to answer questions posted by others. It allows you to find work in the drive. You can view all students' work in one place. You can adjust email notifications. You can use keyboard commands. Open a lot of work with the control key. The teacher can reuse old posts. They can keep everyone up to date with a shared calendar, and they can organize and sort posts by topic. So all of these 10 ways are very nice ways for teachers to save time in the classroom. So our first question is, what is Google Classroom? Google Classroom is a free online learning platform. It was created for simple creation of assignments, sharing assignments, and grading them. Google Classroom allows teachers to set up a website for their students. This website can include their homework assignments, quizzes, tests, and much more. It can also include a calendar, like stated before, and the teacher can also create things like surveys for their students. Google Classroom also includes Google Docs, Google Slides, Gmail, Google Sheets, whatever things you may need to use in the classroom, and they are all free and included in Google Classroom. Google Classroom keeps things organized for teachers and students, and it also saves a lot of time and paper. So why should Mr. Washington use Google Classroom in his class? Google Classroom allows students to brainstorm, synthesize, and create all in one technology. Google Classroom is free and easy to use. It allows teachers to share, communicate, and give feedback to students very easily. The teacher can see easily who is contributing to what assignments. Google Classroom can make things private to just students and the teacher. It can also allow students to share final presentations with the entire class, and it is very personalizable. So here is an example of some students working in a classroom on Google Classroom. And Google Classroom is very easy to use in and out of the classroom. And it's a very simple technology where a lot of people will easily understand it and know how to work it. So here is an example of an assignment I made. And I will go in more detail of this later, but this is an assignment I made for Mr. Washington's art history research project, and I just have the instructions and some links for the students. So clicking on the first link is this sheet right here for the students to brainstorm and where they can combine and edit their ideas. And then for the final project to be shared with the whole class, I chose to do one big shared Google Slides. And this will make it easy for all of the students to personalize their own slide as well as see other students' slides. So I just have the main slide, and then we have group 1 and they can add their text in, and then group 2 and they can add their text in. And then now I'm just going to show how to go to Google Classroom. So you'll just go to your Google bar and type in Google Classroom. And you can just search that and then click on that. So once you get into Google Classroom, you can click the plus sign in the top right corner and you can join a class or create a class. For educators, you will be creating the class. So you can just name your class, and you can also put in a section, subject, or a room number, but they are not required. All that is required is the class name. So here I'm just entering like Mrs. Hall's class 2 and a subject, and also on the subject one they do give you options, which is really nice, but you can just type in whatever you would like and click out of it, and then you can click create, and this will create your own classroom. Okay, so now I have my class, and here it shows me the class code, upcoming. So if there is any work due soon, it will be in here. And then here you can announce something to your class, and you can communicate with your class right here. So you can create announcements, you can respond to students' posts, and students can also post on this if they have any questions or concerns. It's kind of like a discussion board. And then up here you can customize your class with a picture or a certain color to kind of just like let the students know, just organize their classes a little easier by color. And with the code, they can just type in the code when it said join a classroom. So now I'm going to go up to classwork, and this is where you can create assignments. So here you can create an assignment, a quiz assignment, question, material, reuse post, or make a topic. But for now, I am going to be creating an assignment, and you can plan ahead or post it now. So for my title, I just put in assignment 1. And then you can click on instructions, which are not needed, but I just put in there follow the directions. And you can share links on your assignments. So here I just added a link, and you can just copy and paste any link in there and click add link, and that link will be right there. And then you can change it for which class it is in. So if you have multiple classes that are one subject, you can share them to all classes, and you don't need to remake the assignment, which is really nice and time saving for teachers. And you can also post it to where it is for all students or only some students. And you can change the points. You can make it ungraded, or you can just change the number of points. And Google Classroom does create a grade book. And then you can do a due date, and you can enter a time if you would like. It doesn't require a due date, but you can put one in there. And then if you have a topic you wanted to put it under, you can put it underneath a topic. And you can also assign a rubric to the assignment, which I think is really nice for students to fully understand the assignment given. So you can just click assign, and that will post onto the student's page as well as your own page. And if you go back in and click on assignment 1, you can see it will show you how many people have turned it in and how many students you assigned the assignment to, and the due date and what time you posted it. So this is really nice just to keep you really organized, and this will also go in your Google Calendar. So if you click View Assignment, it just gives a little more detailed. It will show you the assignments that the students turned in. And so now I'm going to the class I made for Mr. Washington. And this is the assignment. So this just shows the art history research project, who all I assigned it to, and how many students have turned it in. And you can sort this but in different ways. So I am going to go up to the instructions. And here I listed all of the instructions, and I had 3 links for the assignment. So that link is for group 1, and then on group 1 it shows the combined and edited ideas as well as the brainstorming part of the group. So they will just enter their information in there, and how I did the little box thing, you can just click insert and go to table, and you can select a table you would like, and I think it's very easy to do that just to create sections in the assignment. So now on combined and edited ideas, you can just show their ideas that they had. And on the final presentation, we have the PowerPoint. So we have a slide for group 1 and a slide for group 2. Now going back to the research project, I will read the instructions. So step 1, I have them click on your group's Google Docs link, brainstorm with the group ideas each person has, write down all ideas on page 1 of your group's shared Google Doc. Each student should use a different color of text. Step 2, combine and edit your ideas on page 2 of your group's shared Google Doc. You should have 4 ideas for your final presentation. Each student should continue writing in their color of text they used on page 1. Step 3, click on the Google Slides link. Go to your assigned slide and write your final presentation of ideas on that slide. So there I have the link. So group 1 can click on their link and group 2 can click on their link, and then they will share their project on the Google Slides.